It is all about attacking Apple on its home turf. So Samsung making this huge run at Apple's biggest and most loyal market. It's the first time they've launched the Galaxy line here in the U.S. Now, this is a big deal for Samsung on several levels, but bottom line, they need to prove to the tech elite that they can out-innovate and not just out-iterate when it comes to smartphones. So some features to watch for today during the presentation. First, a larger 5-inch screen. This is something a lot of the younger folks really seem to like. 2 is a sharper camera. And then finally, get this, the ability to scroll around your phone with your eyes. This is really a feature that's got all the tech blogs talking. Everyone really wants to test it out and see how well it's going to work. Some people say, look, this is kind of the same innovation leapfrog that Apple had when it had the touchpad, so we're going to have to see if it actually works.
And Sheila, it's getting a lot of buzz. The advertising blitz around this launch, Samsung spending some big bucks around this.
Yeah, some enormous budgets here, Betty, we're talking about. In fact, a report from Counter Media suggests that Samsung has spent $400 million to promote the Galaxy. This is a huge leap from its $80 million budget back in 2011. And get this, even more than Apple's advertising budget last year. But it's not just about the dollars that Samsung is spending. It's equally about the approach that Samsung is taking. In fact, industry insiders tell me Samsung much more aggressive this time around and, in fact, quote, pulling an Apple when it comes to the Galaxy 4 launch. So you remember all those Apple ads that went directly after Windows, the Mac guy versus the Windows guy? Well, Apple now getting a little bit of a taste of its own medicine. Samsung mocking all those Apple folks who like to wait in line for those big product launches with this very famous ad, you know, making all of those fun of all the old folks who are waiting in line. So a lot of people talking about these ads. You know, in fact, according to Ad Age, this ad helped push Samsung to be one of the most viral brands in 2012. Samsung also did a lot of grassroots marketing at the tech elite events like South by Southwest. You know, in fact, if you were at the festival and you had a Samsung phone with NFC, you could actually get free pedicab rides around the festival. And finally, when you're talking about advertising, you got to talk about celebrities. They're pulling out that celebrity card in a big way. James Franco, David Beckham, amongst those sporting a Samsung, Betty.